3.
3 is the correct answer. Which means that now David has won this matchup. And it is now time to go to our second semifinal, which will pit Max Schindler from Missouri against Bobby Shen from Texas. Okay, Max, if I could have you test your buzzer, please. Very good. Bobby, you're a step ahead of me, but sounds like it works. So I think we're good. If you guys are ready, we'll move on to the first question of our matchup, and the question is, the graph of 16x minus 2y equals 48. Max.
Negative 24.
Negative 24 is the correct answer. Max jumps out to the 1-0 lead over Bobby as we move into the second question of the matchup, and the question is, a rhombus has sides of length 10 inches. Bobby.
96.
96 is the correct answer. Which means we have a tie score, 1-1. Moving on to the next question in the matchup. And the question is, when dribbling a basketball up the court, Max.
34.
34 is the correct answer. Max is now ahead 2-1. Moving on to the next question of our matchup, and that question is, a rectangle's sides are 2x and 3x units. A 4x4 square is cut out of one corner as shown. The area of the gray region is 100 square units. The flaps are folded up to form two sides and the bottom of a box. If the other two sides and top of the box were added, what would be the volume of the box in cubic units?
Ten seconds.
Max.
52.
52 is not the correct answer. Bobby.
400.
400 is the correct answer.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I suddenly got that.
I was solving for X.
I didn't even solve it yet.
Okay, we have an exciting matchup here. It's tied again at 2-2. Moving on to the next question of our matchup, and the question is, when x to the 7th minus 2x to the 4th plus 5x to the 3rd plus x minus 9 is multiplied by Bobby.
29.
29 is the correct answer. And now Bobby jumps ahead 3-2 over Max, going into the next question of our matchup, and the question is, the average age of 3 members of a quartet is 57 years. What is the age of the... Bobby.
77.
77 is the correct answer. Okay. We're now in the final round of the competition. The winner of this round will be the 2009 national champion. The two students who will be competing for this honor are our number 3 seed, Bobby Shen from Texas, and the number 1 seed, David Yang from California.
So fail.
Before we get started, David, if I could have you test your buzzer, please. Very good. Bobby, if you could test your buzzer. All right. You guys ready? Yes?
Yeah.
All right.
But
Very,
okay.
very good. Okay, the first question of the finals is, what is the area in square units of a parallelogram having diagonals which measure 5 units and 8 units and which form a 45-degree angle with each other? Bobby.
20 root 2.
Sorry, that is not the correct answer. Which form a 45-degree angle with each other. Express your answer in simplest radical form. David.
10 root 2.
10 root 2 is the correct answer. So David jumps out to the early 1-0 lead over Bobby in the finals. Moving on to the next question of our final matchup, and that question is, how many positive integers n produce a remainder of 9 when 2009 is divided by n and n is greater than 9? Bobby.
15.
15 is the correct answer. Bobby gets on the board, ties the game at 1-1. Moving on to the third question of the matchup. And the question is, if m is removed at random from the set 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then n is chosen at random from the remaining numbers, what is the probability that x squared... David.
1/2.
1/2 is the correct answer. We now have a score of 2 for David, 1 for Bobby. Moving to the next question. And the question is, the tens digit of a positive 2-digit number is larger than the units digit. David.
Oh, I misread the question again. Never mind.
No problem. The tens digit of a positive 2-digit number is larger than the units digit, and neither digit is 0. The new number formed by interchanging the 2 digits is 54 less than the original number. What is the sum of all possible original numbers? Bobby.
246.
246 is the correct answer.
This is so fair.
We definitely have a good matchup on our hands right now. Tie ball game, 2-2. Bobby versus David as we move into the next question of our matchup. And the question is, Mary runs twice as fast as Bob, and Billy runs at 80% of Bob's pace. What fraction of a mile will Billy complete? David.
2/15.
2/15 is the correct answer.
3-2. 3-2. Good luck. Yeah. Okay. Oh, God.
Which means that David has jumped out to the 3-2 lead over Bobby. Moving on to the next question of our matchup. And the question is, a rectangle with sides of 30 and 40 units is placed with its center at the origin of a Cartesian coordinate system. Bobby.
25.
25 is the correct answer.
What? Oh, I get it.
This is fantastic. Very close matchup here, 3-3. The next correct answer will win the finals. You do not have to win by 2, just want to make that clear. So the next right answer will become the national champion. We're going to move on to the next question, and our next question is, how many 2 by 2 by 2 cubes... David.
61.
Sorry, that answer is disqualified. It came in after time had been called. How many 2 by 2 by 2 cubes must be added to an 8 by 8 by 8 cube to make a 10 by 10 by 10 cube? Bobby.
61.
61 is the correct answer. Which means that this year's 2009 Raytheon MATHCOUNTS National Competition winner is Bobby Shen from Texas. Congratulations to Bobby. Okay. Now, before we present our trophies to the winners, please join me in showing